Yo, can you guys hear me? I'm gonna see if I can pause the music from my phone. Is the music still playing? Hello? Yo, this is giving me flashbacks to the PC building stream. What the heck? Yo, this is weird. This is weird being back here. Yo, I can't see who that is, but 2 freaking subs. Thank you. Yo, Amanda and David. Thank you. Appreciate that. W subs. All right. Can y'all hear me? Oh, I can't read the chat. Didn't think this through. Wait. Should I pull like an IRL streamer and read the chats from my phone? Wait. Yo, why is this making me feel weird? Like, I don't know if I'm like so used to sitting from my desk. I'm literally 3 feet back. But something about being away from my setup just makes me nervous. I don't know why. Like, I'm doing nothing different. I'm literally 5 feet back. Yo, I'm reading y'all's chats from my phone right now. I feel like an IRL streamer. Yo, chat, should we go in this store over here? Yo, let's go, guys. Come on. Oh, I don't have a cameraman. You guys can't walk? Oh, okay. I guess we'll stay here. Hey, Chud, I wish I could sub. You're such a nervous and shy sundeer. I don't know what that is, but thank you. I appreciate being called nervous and shy. Holy shit, Amanda. Yo, why are you... Yo, I don't know why you typed that in an Indian accent. Wait, I get it. Life-saving surgery, so he played through the wire because it's about Kanye getting jaw surgery. Yeah, no, it was actually the only song that I had on my playlist that I hadn't played on stream yet. But that's a good... Actually, you know, yeah, that was my plan all along. I was thinking into it that much. Sundeer? How do you pronounce it? Do you say the T? Tasunder. What's up, chat? As you can see, we're in a bit of a different situation here. This is serious. I know I'm smiling and I'm joking around, but this is a very serious moment. Frederick is dying. Okay. Matter of fact, let me move the chair out of the way. Frederick is dying, and this is very serious. He has, in the past hour, lost consciousness 3 times. Okay, this needs immediate attention. We have to do this now. I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, but we have to save Frederick's life. So we're going to be performing 2 very risky, very dangerous surgeries. It could go wrong. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We could lose Frederick tonight. Okay, so we need your prayers. Matter of fact, if you guys could just take a moment and pray over Frederick, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you. By the way, is audio good? Like, not trying to... Is audio good? Yo, production team, is audio good? I'll add even though I'm a sub. Audio's good? Perfect. Audio's good. Nice. All right. So, you guys know Frederick. Frederick is, he's my great-grandfather. Actually, I take that back. We're not even related. I met this guy, actually, it's a long story. Okay, this is going to sound bad. I met Frederick in, how do I say this? I met him in a creek when he already died. So I never actually met Frederick, but I've become very close with his corpse. And through that, he's regained new life, and he became a real person. And now, as of today, his life is at risk, and he's possibly going to die again. So, we don't want him to die again. We're going to save him. How's that sound, chat? Sigh, bro, sigh. I just watched 2 ads already. Yo, can we get a gifted sub for Loopsy? Hey, on Light Skin. How about that? Light Skin, you can gift Loopsy. How about that? Yo, we'll put it on your tab. Was he an elf or something? Why is he so small? No. See, the problem was that we don't talk about that anymore. Matter of fact, we don't bring that up anymore. Not after what happened in 08. Okay. We don't mention that. Matter of fact, I should ban you for bringing up his size. We don't talk about that after 08. Just give me PTSD. Have y'all seen the guy that goons with skeletons like Frederick? Nope, and I don't know why you brought that up. Frederick, the same guy that was getting buried in your chest? I don't know what you're talking about. You're out of your dang mind. Sigh, bro, sigh. I'm about to go to war and gifted sub will protect me. Yes, dude, think about this chat. We might be going to World War III very soon. Stuff's been happening in Iran. We might all die. Like, not trying to make a joke out of it. I'm serious. This could happen. So you might as well sub up now and enjoy the content while you can. You know, just watch Procryptic to the fullest because you might not get to any day now. I can see someone chatting in TikTok chat. The problem is I don't have it on my phone and I can't see that far. I can see you're chatting, whoever that is. Let's see. They're like single word chats. Matter of fact, I could just walk up to the screen. Didn't think about that. The second I miss a stream, shaking my head. What does that even mean? Chat also. Yo, RJ with the sub. Thank you. You are getting drafted, bud. No, I got to pass, bro. I got to pass. I'm not getting drafted. They added in a clause that if you're just a cool person, you don't have to get drafted. So you guys are all getting drafted, but I should be fine. Pro, why do you have an electric drill? We're going to get to that. All right. Calm your horses down. We're going to get to that. Yes, that is a drill. All right. This is going to get very serious very fast. So just be ready, chat. No late birthday. Wait, RJ, was it your birthday? Yo, can we all say happy birthday to RJ? Sorry, I have not been active in the Discord like at all. I've been kind of busy. Also, unrelated. Frederick, can you just stay alive for like 2 minutes so I can chat here? Thanks. Appreciate it, buddy. I started a second TikTok account. Okay. And I'm going to be posting the most brain rot, random stuff that comes to my mind. I already posted 2 TikToks. I actually filmed like 20 today because I was bored and I was just posting whatever came to my mind. I'm not going to tell you the name. You're just going to have to find it. It's not going to be hard because it has Procryptic in the name. So you could probably just look it up on TikTok and find it. It's going to be a masterpiece. All right. Let's just say that. I'm going to be posting some genuine bangers on there. Like when I tell you, it is going to be beautiful. L adds, I'm going back to Twitch. Lightskin, why did you switch over? Brother, you're subbed on Twitch. I'm going to be posting like, basically, you ever like see a dumb TikTok and think, man, I have like a good thing that is kind of similar to this. Like you watch one of those dumb like slideshows and it makes you come up with an even better one. But you're like, I don't really want to commit to slideshows, you know, because that's like, I don't want to start a whole TikTok account to post memes. That's what this account is. This is me going, you know what? It takes 2 seconds. I want to post memes. Pro, when is the Munting with Frederick stream? Lachlan, matter of fact, 5-minute timeout on Lachlan. Lachlan, you have issues, man. You need help. Yo, why am I standing so zesty? Whoa. Much better. Can you follow me back on IG? For 20 gifted, yeah. Is it a new TikTok account? Yeah, it is. A new TikTok account. Amanda, you're so nonchalant and cool. You're making me jealous. Pineapple. Why are we saying pineapple? Papa Procryptic? I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't ring a bell. Pineapple for the timeout. Oh, yeah. Pineapple. No, yo, actually, he brought up Munting. That's actually a timeout. Pineapple. I forgot the code word. I thought it was chicken Alfredo. When did we come up with pineapple? No, it's pineapple. 100% pineapple. All right, chat. Should we lock in? I don't know. I think let's it could be pineapple or chicken Alfredo. We'll do both. I thought pineapple means you're pregnant. When would we ever create that as a code word? Why would we need a code word? Loopsy. Why would we ever need a code word for I'm pregnant? What? Guys, I need to leave. The burnt peanut is live. I need a little bit of goop. Haha, it's so funny. Yeah, that's one of my mods. Okay. Chat, you know Frederick. He is someone that I met at a creek. He has a past of some traumas. He's gained some injuries for various reasons. And one of those injuries being a dislocated elbow that somehow migrated to a detached arm. I'm not really sure when that happened. And I guess 2 detached arms. Yo, Frederick is Yo, are you good? Bro, he's actually falling apart. Bro, he lost another arm. I swear it wasn't like this before. Bro, Frederick, what are you doing? Bro, he's actually dissolving. Oh my gosh, he's lost 2 arms. When did this happen? That can't be good. That cannot be good. Easy fix, you could just snap it back in. No, guys, I don't think you realize. This isn't like Velcro. His arm is broken. It's snapped off. You see that? It's snapped off. There's no just snapping it back in. What's up, Reva? What's up, Drawdy? Pro, you have to give up your limbs and give it to Frederick. Yeah, I don't love Frederick that much. Anyway, I did get some tools. Okay, we came prepared. First of all, we're taking this very serious. Okay. Gotta stay sanitary. Don't want to give Frederick my AIDS. All right, Frederick. The first step, chat. I'm thinking. All right, there's a lot of ways we could go with this. I brought a drill. The drill's almost dead, so I'm not sure how much we're going to get out of this drill. But I'm thinking, without any type of painkillers, because Frederick, he's a tough guy, we drill his arm back into his shoulder. It's the only way. If that doesn't work, he's dead. So Frederick, step 1, we're going to have to subdue you. And I don't have any needles of any sort, so I'm just going to... Just go to sleep, buddy. Okay. Just for a few minutes. What we're going to have to do is detach his entire rib cage. If we want access to his shoulder, we're going to have to slice off the entire front half of his rib cage. It's the only way. Can you turn up mic? It's quiet from afar. I'm probably just going to hold it. Is this Pro's Anatomy? No, this is me saving a friend. Okay? You guys think this is a joke? This is me saving a friend. No, I did not abuse him. He got injured from various methods that I cannot name, but it wasn't me. Just joined. What happened to Fred? I don't know. He's dissolving. His limbs are falling apart. I think he has Parkinson's or something. Let's begin. Now, I've heard that the mic is quiet when I let go. So I'm going to try. Is the mic, is it quiet from this far away? If I talk from up here, is it bad? For reference, this is how it sounds in front of my face. I can hear him fine, not gonna lie, it's not good. Alright. I'm going to attempt to hold this. I'm not sure how possible that is. We shall see. I swear Pro owes push-ups. Yeah, I owe like 50. I'm not doing those right now. I will do them after I save my friend's life. All right. Let us begin. Maybe what I'll do is I'll squat down. How's this? There, that's gonna be better, right? If I sit like this, can you hear me better? All right, Frederick, my friend. We're gonna have to start by removing the front half of your rib cage. I don't think the drill will fit in there, so we're gonna have to do it by hand. You've been stalling for 20 minutes, Pro. You can't be talking. I'm not stalling. I'm discussing the importance of what we're about to do. This is very serious. If I mess this up, he dies! Don't take it lightly. All right, Frederick. I'm gonna have to turn you around. He has 4 screws on the back of his rib cage. I'm thinking, this has never been tested before because why would I ever have taken apart Frederick? But I'm thinking that these screws will give us access to his heart. Problem is, they're kind of in there deep. His heart rate is lowering. Your bed looks like trash right now. Yo, it's just a sheet. Like, my gosh. It's not my fault, all right? I don't have any bedding for my bed. That is bedding for a queen-size bed. This is obviously not a queen-size bed. What do you expect from me? And I rarely even sleep there. I sleep on the couch. All right, 1 screw's out. I'm going to save you, buddy. I'm going to save you. I almost always, chat, I'm not even joking. 9 times out of 10, because of my bulking and I'm eating so much, I fall asleep on the couch downstairs. I like never sleep in my bed. It's probably not a good thing. He's opening up. Show me what you have inside. I shall open up your insides, my friend. Wait, we're actually doing this. No way. Wait, should we just take apart his whole body at this point? Like, let's just take off his spine as well. Like, yo, what if we... Dude, we're already here. Might as well give him like a height. You know what I'm saying? A little height boost. A little limb lengthening surgery. Help him mog a little bit. I mean, okay. Let's see. I'm going to be gentle. All right? Just hold your breath, Frederick. Shh. 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 It's going to be okay. Direct access acquired. It appears lost a little bit of calcium. Bone ossification. I'm pretty. It's probably wrong, but it sounds pretty sciencey. We don't need those. Gonna move the tie out of the way. Yeah, I think there was actually more bone there before. It's probably fine. Now that we're into... Matter of fact, Frederick, let me just take off this tie. Is that okay? Can I do that? Yeah, let's do that. Frederick is in an interesting state right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do we think this is going? You killed the man. No, he's in a coma right now. Brother, his ribcage is off. You expect him to be living and breathing? No, he's dead. But we'll bring him back to life. In soon time, hopefully. I could have done this in 2 minutes with super glue. So if I cut off your arm right now, which I can, and I could, and I might, would you be okay if I put super glue to reattach it? No, you wouldn't. And if you are, then that's your own issues. I just realized Pro is literally being Sid from Toy Story right now. Yo, that reminds me. That I'm literally about to post a TikTok about Sid on the Papa Pro account. I'm not a plastic skeleton. Exactly. Wait. No. Frederick is the same as us. If not, put him in Japan to create electricity with his footsteps. All right. Okay, next step. I'm going to reattach the broken arm first. It's in critical condition. We've lost a lot of ligamentation and mitochondrial ossification in his shoulder here. As you can see, that's why it's chipping. That's mostly irreversible damage that's going to forever result in loss of feeling. That's okay, though, because he doesn't need feeling in his arm. He needs function. Okay? I'm thinking. Was this the right arm or the left arm? Does it matter? I think it was this one. I didn't think this through. There's nothing to drill it into. What are we thinking? I thought there was something here. Matter of fact, there was. I think that's what just chipped off. That's a problem. Yeah, that's what we just lost. Made in China. Frederick, are you a Chinese spy? I never knew this. Pro, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Thanks. Okay. I have a plan. This is going to result in drills going through his skin. Anyone who gives him a pat on the back would probably get impaled. But it's going to save his life. So stop being selfish, chat. Doesn't matter if it impales you. It'll save a life. Stop being selfish. Just give him a funeral. No. No. All right. Stay focused. Do you have anesthesia for this? For him? No, we just snapped his neck. We'll repair his neck after. So he's actually dead right now. He has no pulse. Actually kind of turning purple. And his mandible is kind of recessed. Okay. Frederick, I know you can't consent because you're dead, but are you okay if we also give you a double jaw surgery? Well, I mean, we're already here. They can move this mandible forward. Give you some CCW rotation. Possibly pull that maxilla forward a little bit. that would up your PSL by at least 1.5. We'll look into it. For now, we're going to drill into his shoulder. And for that, we're going to need some special tools, chat. I present to you my masterpiece. This. It is going to be very effective for what we are looking for. All right, boy. Hold still. This is going to hurt very much. I think it died. That might be a problem. This might be a really big problem. I think the drill just died. Guys? It's like flickering on and off. GG's. Can we do it with a screwdriver? We're losing BP fast. What is BP? No. The black pill got him? Frederick, no! We can fix this. We can still fix this. It's not too late. I'll put you back together, boy. Maybe we can put... I don't know what to... His feet are backwards. Wait. Why are his feet backwards? No. What? This is the front. Why are his feet backwards? No. Wait, no, actually, why are his feet backwards? No, I'm being so serious. No, I'm actually being so serious. Look, this is his spine. It's not like I just turned the head. His spine is here, and his feet are facing that way. Why are his feet actually backwards? This is the front. Why are his feet actually backwards? No. What did we do? No, I'm actually being serious. What did we do? You turn the head. Brother, the spine is there. That's the spine. That's his shoulder blade. His feet aren't facing this way. How did this happen? Look at the pelvis. Brother, I just showed you the spine. What more do you need from me? Oh, it turns. Nobody told me it turns. Turn the pelvis. Bro, look at DMs. I don't have Discord open. I'm in the middle of a life-saving surgery, and you're telling me to look at DMs. Get your priorities fixed, buddy. Or this could be you next. It's back. Okay. Take advantage. It's back. This is gonna hurt, Frederick. Dang it. I just need it to go in enough so that I can get this put into it. It's to help with the surgery. Just tell me in chat. I can't open Discord right now. I have to stay focused. Bro. Chat, I don't know what to do. How do we save him? How do we save him? Fine, I'll open your DMs on my phone. Okay. Yeah, I need some ideas. We got to brainstorm because the drill's dying. It's inconsistent. It comes back on occasionally. The original plan revolved entirely around the drill, being able to drill bones into his existing bones. That's not on the table anymore. You look like Slim Shady, and you look like Nico Cotto Avocado before the transformation. Tell me why I just saw muscular boobs on Snapchat. That's a great question. I don't know why you thought I would have the answer to that. I don't know. Isn't Snapchat just people you know or you follow? So wouldn't that be one of your friends? Use your nuts as glue. Okay, we're done reading chat. I think what we're going to do brainstorm. This comes on occasionally. I don't even know if it would have worked. To be honest, I don't even know if everything went well with the drill. Let's say it did. We put this arm back on. The rib cage is over there. I don't know why it's over there. This is not sterile anymore. Matter of fact, I'm not wearing a medical mask. I'm not wearing a blue medical mask. This is not sterile. What do I have? Bingo. Wolf ski mask. Exactly what we need. Perfect. Now we are sterile. Frederick, I hope you don't mind. I may have already infected your entire internal system of organs. But at least now we're sterile. You look like Nikocado Avocado after the transformation. I still don't know if that's a good thing. Like, I mean, he lost a lot of weight, but like, yo, this thing is mad uncomfortable. All right. Frederick is gone. No, he's not. Chat, I'm done being indecisive. All right, we're going to find a way. Even if we would have used this arm, somehow drilled a hole and put the ribcage back through, there's no way to drill into it. Like, there's nothing. His internal organs are empty. He's a skeleton. It's hollow. So there was no way this method was even going to work to begin with. What I'm thinking what we do is we use a similar method that we did to fix his detached elbow. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take athletic tape and we're going to tape up his entire shoulder. And then we're going to try and get it to be naturally accepted by his body and turned into calcium bone. It's a long shot, but it might work. Good thing I just happen to have some tape here handy. You never know when you might need it. All right, Frederick. This part's gonna suck. I'm thinking we can go ahead and put the rib cage back on. I don't see why not. Assuming it's all intact. All right, Frederick. Hang in there, buddy. Just hang in there a little bit longer. It's gonna be okay. Just a little bit longer, buddy. Okay. Rib cage has been reattached. Almost. What's the hold up here? Hey, what's the hold up? Frederick, you are looking spectacular already. Okay. Frederick's ribcage has been reattached. So far, we've only undone our work. The mask is making the skinny filter glitch. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. Is that a pig mask? No, it's my inner wolf, okay? It's my inner alpha. Put some respect on my name. Bone mashing went too far. It's alright, okay? Everyone knows bone smashing grows the bones longer. So if anything, this is going to make him look better when we're done. First arm. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. We're going to start with a very thin layer to set the base of the bone reossification. The problem is I have broken scissors. Who gave me these? Seriously, we're in a hospital. Who's in charge of these things? They should still cut, though. Bro, how do you break a pair of scissors? Bro, I'm cutting my own gloves, but not the tape. Oh my gosh! Frederick, he's dying! Hang in a little bit longer, bud. It's almost there. Got it. Apex Legends is back. In no world is Apex Legends ever coming back. In no world. Also, unrelated, I saw that RJ asked to be paid up for the Pro Video Shack channel winning the clips in the leaderboard this month. I checked the leaderboard, and he's the only one who posted clips. And I'm pretty sure he posted like 2 clips. That's not good. Frederick? Oh, sit on the bed, Frederick. Frederick! How did this happen? How did this happen? Okay, Frederick, get back up. He's losing blood. He's losing blood rapidly. Back on the table, Frederick. Frederick. His pulse is fading. His pulse is fading. Chat, focus up. Pay him, you greedy Texan. Brother, what am I paying him for? 2 clips? Nobody else competed. So what is that? I'm paying $20 for 2 clips? $10 a clip? What kind of rate is that? Bro, I'll send you my Cash App. Brother, why would I don't need your Cash App. I'm not paying you. Won the challenge. He won the challenge. Brother, if nobody's competing, it's not a challenge. It's a charity. You guys are robbing me. What do you mean? Infinite money method. No, the entire purpose was that multiple people would be competing. So the money would be worth it. because I'd be paying multiple clippers and paying one. It was supposed to be a method for me. Now you guys are getting a method? Roll it over to next month. So now there's 40 bucks. All right, bro. But if y'all, I'll do that. But if y'all lose next month, you're getting nothing. Are you okay with that? Still had the most views. Yeah. They could have had 0, and they still would have had the most views. That's how it works when nobody's competing. Sorry, Frederick. I feel like Dexter right now. We get some Frederick ASMR. Actually, no. Put the kimono fursuit with paws on Frederick. I think I'm gonna pass on that, Darlie. Where did my tape go? Bro, it's stuck to the carpet for a second there. Same guy who claims this is an urgent surgery. All right, we've been live for 43 minutes. That's still pretty urgent. Maybe it would be more urgent if y'all stopped distracting me. We thread the tape through the shoulder blade. The problem, this is where it gets really tricky. Zoom and enhance. Right here, the hole is minuscule. It's about the size of a very small hole. We're not going to be able to fit a lot of things through here. I'm not sure if the tape will fit. But it will. And this is the broken arm. All right. We thread it through. We're going to go, I don't know if you guys can see this. Again, production team, enhance. There's no production team. I don't pay anybody. But maybe you guys can be my production team. Just imagine a production team. All right? Enhance. We're going to loop the tape around. The idea here is trying to mimic natural ligaments and tendons. We're trying to attach it in the way that the body would naturally. And it's kind of working. It's kind of working. Bro, you're telling me this isn't working? Look, even though it's not firmly attached yet, because we just started, have some patience. It gives him full range of motion like a normal tendon would. You're talking like I don't know what I'm doing? Are you serious? I guess I don't know what I'm doing. I guess. We're gonna need some more tape. Again, the problem here is that somebody didn't give me sterile working scissors. Frederick, can you bite that? Thanks, Frederick. Appreciate it. Bro, you should have laid the arms back and then put the rib cage back on. I don't know if it would have helped at all. That's the thing. Okay, so now we're just going to repeat. We can't go through it again because the arm's already on, but we're going to try and recreate that process. Wait, it's kind of working. Yo. Tell me I'm not a genius. Tell me I'm not a genius. Look at this. Full range of motion. Are y'all seeing this? Look, he can even go sideways. He couldn't even do that before. Look, I can do that. He couldn't do that before. Bro, he got an upgrade. Look. And it's actually more accurate now because before he could go all the way. I guess humans can do that. Since when can we do this? Wait. See, that's an issue because I don't know how our bodies do that. Somehow we can go 360 infinitely and it doesn't get tied up. Yo, how is that possible? Doesn't matter. I'm not trying to recreate humans. I'm recreating Frederick. And Frederick's special. He's quirky, he's unique, and that's what I love about him. Just like me. Sorry, that was way too rough. Are you slow? I think I'm pretty fast. Dude, honestly, middle school through like most of high school, I never lost a race. You could, honestly, I might be like the next I Show Speed, where like I'm just a really fast streamer. I think I only lost a race once. And that was against like D1 athletes. So is that really like, I don't think that's really a bad thing. You know? Because I'm not D1. If you couldn't tell. Which I'm sure you couldn't. I'm going to go for a longer piece this time. Bro, weren't you homeschooled? No, I was. Yeah, I was actually. Did you know statistically homeschoolers are actually... Could you bite this again? Thank you. All right, throw the needle. No, the thing is though, like, I went to a school. I don't know if you guys like have ever been homeschooled. I'm assuming not, because you guys are kind of weird. But like, you can go to schools for homeschoolers, which kind of sounds counterintuitive. I understand, but it's like, it's kind of like a Christian private school, except it's once a week, and it's like not its own building. So it wasn't like I was just alone all high school. Like I saw people every week. I went to school. I had homework. I had classes. I had to wake up early. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't go to like the main schools, you know, which I'm honestly kind of grateful for. So I feel like I know a lot of public schoolers. Like I was friends with a lot of public schools growing up. And the things they told me and based on the way they acted, I don't know. I feel like I turned out better. Bro went to school once a week. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of a good thing. Like, it sounds stupid, but it's actually like one of the best parts about it. Because you go once, you have a full day. It's like normal school, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. You have lunch, you have gym, you have all these normal academic classes. But then the rest of the week, you get to choose when you do your homework. And then you come back the next week and then you turn it all in. Which, honestly, that's a big part of why I started streaming, was because I had the time. If I was public schooled, I probably would not be here right now. Probably be doing something else. I think that's a lot of streamers. Like a lot of streamers either drop out of school or always were not in school. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank goodness you're here, bro. Yo, thank goodness you're here, Darlie. I appreciate you guys. Happy you're streaming for us. Yo, chat. Hey, I love y'all, man. Like, actually. And I'm gonna get y'all some friends soon. Okay? I know it's kind of dusty in this chat right now. It's gonna be bumping very soon. Trust me. I know it probably from a surface level perspective, it looks like nothing's really changed this year thus far. But internally, the things you're not seeing, the gears are turning. They're moving. And you're about to see. I'm telling y'all, chat. I'm not all talk this year. You're gonna see. Yeah, this arm isn't going as well. Oh my gosh. What is happening with the tape? I will say, though, the worst part of, like, this homeschool school is that after COVID, all of the high schoolers left. Like, almost all of them. And the ones that did stay looked like they were in middle school. So when I was still going to the school, I don't now. I dropped out because I'm a full-time streamer. But when I did go, I'm telling you, I don't think there was a single girl my age or guy. I think there was one guy my age. The rest, 13 and under. I had to get out of there, bro. I couldn't take it, man. Too many children for me. Too many children. No equal peers. All right. One more, and I think he's good. That's also another thing I'm grateful for. Did you graduate? No, I mean, technically, I guess you could say I dropped out. I just didn't finish. Like, I barely had anything. I think all I had left was I needed one more, like, another language, and I think one more history class. I just haven't done it because I don't need to. Because I'm a streamer, bro. You understand that? I'm a full-time streamer. What's the diploma gonna give me? Huh? Nothing. Why do I need a diploma when I have a chat that calls me a sweetheart? And a chud, but the first part is better. Angle fangs or kitty fangs? Or, oh, angel. What are angel fangs? Angels have fangs? Since when? All right, Frederick, you're almost done, buddy. Just gotta snip the end of this tourniquet. And you're all good to go. We'll get you a lollipop and get you out of here, bud. Sorry, I don't have scissors still. Pro, did you see Cowboys are trying to trade for Max Crosby? Guys, I've had the inside intel. All right, I have been telling all this since, like, what, October? I've known this. Me and Jerry, we call every single night. All right, I've known this. Dang it, the lump of plastic survived. You be careful, Lachlan. You be careful. Almost. Bang. Frederick. Oh my gosh. Are you awake, buddy? There's still no pulse. There's no pulse, chat. There's still no pulse. Frederick. And no CPR. Ooh. Oh, that was your whole ribcage. Okay. Hang in there, buddy. What's the song? I need a beat of a song. What is it? The one that goes to the CPR. What's the song? The CPR song. Now he's looking at me every night. Oh, isn't that something espresso? I think it's working. Sabrina. Okay. He needs mouth to mouth now. Come here, buddy. He's breathing. He's alive! He's alive! Oh my gosh. Are his arms on straight? They are. Frederick, I missed you, buddy. You're alive. Oh my gosh. We did it. We saved Frederick. We did it, guys. And he didn't lose any limbs. Yes. Grown man French kissing skeleton. Okay, so if you were to pass out right now and you stop breathing and I drop down on my knees and start French kissing you, you'd be upset? And I'm French, so I can do that. All right? I'm French kiss certified. You're telling me I couldn't kiss you? Like, brother, I will take kissing a man if it means I'm saving his life. It's called priorities. All right, Mr. Fred. Go back to sleep, my boy. You can rest peacefully now. How'd we do? Bro, do you listen to Doki Doki Forever? I don't know what that is. Why is chat laughing? He was in pain. Yeah, it just really shows you just the state of our world right now. That somebody can be dying in front of your eyes, bleeding out, just gory, and they'll still laugh. It's just so disrespectful. It's really tragic, honestly. Now I have a ginormous mess on my floor. Yo, Frederick, you wanna shiesty? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. CPR by Cupcake. Yeah, I did not read that in time, but hey, he survived. You should listen to it. Who are the Cowboys trading with? The Raiders. He's suffocating because the shiesty smells like your mouth. My mouth smells like mint. Specific mint, actually. I could tell you right now. I don't know where the boxes went. Did I use all of these already? That's just how fresh I am. I already used the whole box. It's the blue one. It's like winter mint, I think. Smells pretty good. All right, chat. Post-game interview. How'd I do? Be honest. Would you, like, I'm being so serious right now. You walk into the doctor, you know, I don't know what your problem is. Maybe you have like an infection, broken bone, strained ligament, whatever. I pull out in a lab coat. Hey, I'm your doctor, Procryptic. How are you reacting? Based on my performance today, would you accept me as your doctor? Would you feel confident? Would you feel comfortable? Yes, us, bro. Daryl, our teacher, was convicted with pedophilia. Yo, RJ in my Discord said that the creator of that one game was a pedophile too. What was it called? It was the game that I loved. It was such a good game. Bad parenting, which I mean kind of makes sense because the game was a little disturbing. But that's just so like why? I don't understand the appeal. Like obviously I don't because I'm not a pedophile, but like bro, I'm not gonna lie, like those grown women, they be looking pretty good. All right, I don't see the appeal with the underdevelopment. I just don't, and that's a great thing. That's a really great thing. But like I can't even like get into that mindset of like trying to like I just can't. Why would you not want? That's like saying, you know what? I know you spent all this time making GTA 6, but I'm gonna stay with GTA 5. Brother, take the developed one. Take GTA 6. I want the newest, improved, finished product. I don't want the demo. I don't want the previous version. Like, how can you be a pedophile, bro? I just don't understand it. What is your guys' takes? And this is a test, by the way. If you say you can't understand it, you're getting banned. This is a test. Tell my dad that? Yeah. I can relate to you there, Amanda. I hope GTA 6 doesn't get delayed again this year. Honestly, chat, okay, here's two things I want to do. I want to play the entire God of War series, okay? Should we wait until they remaster them? Or remake them? I think they're remaking the old ones. That might not be for a couple years, though. So I feel like we should go ahead and do it, and then we can play them again when they remake them. Because the remakes, it's not a remaster, it's a remake. So it's going to be a little bit different. We could play the whole trilogy again. I want to do God of War, the entire trilogy, the old ones and the new. Maybe we might skip like the 2D like random ones, but like the main game, I want to do all of the God of Wars. I've already played one of them, the 2018, but I would like to replay it because I loved it. It was so fun. And then obviously when GTA 6 comes out, everyone's going to be playing GTA 6. So I'm thinking I don't really want to do all of the GTAs. Should we? I'm thinking we just do GTA 5 because I've never played it. I'm thinking we do the entire campaign. And then obviously we'll do a giant marathon of GTA 6 just like every other streamer on the planet. Which you guys are going to watch me when GTA 6 comes out, right, chat? You're going to watch me play it, right? Right? You're going to wait and watch me play GTA 6. Not everybody else. Just do story mode? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. How long will it take me? Like, should we start a month in advance? Assuming, again, this is assuming it doesn't get delayed, which it very much might. But I'm thinking, you know, a month in advance, we start GTA 5, marathon that. Maybe even subathon. Maybe. Should we subathon the playthrough of GTA 5? Maybe subathon that. And then when that is finished, we do GTA 6. And then we might even do God of War this month. When is GTA 6 supposed to come out? Like, what's the expected date right now? F this Rocket League BS. No, we're sticking with Rocket League, all right? Rocket League is going nowhere. But I'm thinking we mix it in with God of War. Because I don't want to do Rocket League every single stream. I never wanted to do that. So I'm thinking we do Rocket League, we mix it in with some horror games, and then mix it in with a story mode. So Rocket League, horror games, God of War, and then later this year, GTA 5. I think that could be fun. What do we think? A teacher at a school 30 minutes from me got arrested for doing it with a student the other day. Like, I just don't, like, come on, bro. Is it really that hard? It's not. The answer is no. It's not that hard. My dad has 4-pocket P and goons to GTA hentai in the living room? Oh my gosh. Yo, Amanda, I am so sorry. What in... I hate to ask this, but how do you know that? November? Why'd you say November, question mark, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation? Are you telling me it comes out in November? Oh, 'cause somebody else said it. November 19th. Okay. So we have plenty of time to do GTA 5. No, because the jiggle physics that take up 90% of your RAM won't let it run on your PC and you won't be able to play. If Bart Fart isn't live the same time, of course. Really? Really? So we're choosing Bart Fart over me? Really? Said so. Okay, I see where your loyalties reside. I see where your loyalties reside. Yo, Abyss with the 40 freaking bits. Yo! Thank you so much. Yo, can I cheer bits to my own stream? I don't know why I pulled the mic away. Wait, infinite money glitch. I gift 5,000 bits to myself, so the money just goes to me. And then I take the money I make from that and then put it back into it. I saw and then found it in his room and heard him using it? I don't even know what to say, to be honest. How much money would I have to tip for a poop killer marathon? We've already played all the games. We've played every single poop killer. Run them back? You would be losing money. Maybe. Like, I don't know for sure, though. Because we haven't tested it. Unfortunately, Twitch still takes some of the money. But it's a theory. It's allegedly. I was there for the OG. Yo, chat, be honest. Being so serious. And my TikTok live's ending in 1 minute and 30 seconds. If I don't do a captcha. Guys, be honest. If Twitch said, log in not verified? How did I fail that? Be honest. Twitch says, you only get one streamer for the rest of your life. Is anyone here picking me? Don't even say it. I just know you guys aren't picking me anyway. Just don't even say it. Like, I just know you guys aren't gonna say me, because I just know y'all all have your other favorite streamers that you're gonna pick over me. It's okay. No, just don't even say it, man. Yes, I am. No, like, you guys don't have to pick me. Like, you're just picking me out of pity. Just, you guys are just making me feel bad, man. Just don't even respond. No. Joe Bar comes first. Hey, I semi-respect that. You know, Joe used to be my favorite streamer. If I could be in a stream for once in my life, Hazel, weren't you in a Rocket League stream at some point? Maybe. I enjoy your streams. Yes. Okay. Hey, we got 3 yeses. Higher production value. You know what? Maybe that's what makes me quirky and unique. The personal, lower quality production value. The face-to-face. All right? I bet if you went in Joe's chat right now, or anybody's stream, I'm not calling out Joe specifically, you couldn't have a one-on-one conversation with them. There's too many chatters. And now I have something in my eye. I think it's FREDRICK'S blood. Joe Bart is too big now. See, that's what I'm saying. The one-on-one conversations with me, you know, you can't get that anywhere else. It's just not, it's not the same, bro. I've never been in a stream and it's making turn into a Satundra. I don't know what that is. The Joe accident. Yeah, see, I can't view Joe the same, man. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't engage with Joe anymore. He's been ruined for me. I will say my new favorite streamers nowadays is Stable Ronaldo. I love Stable Ronaldo. I actually have grown to really like Jinxie. I love Yugi. I love Arky. And I like, who else do I like? Obviously, I like Queso. That might be it. Was the Joe accident the racism accusations? Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. It's kind of a lot of things. He doesn't know Tassundra. I don't know. Brother, no. What is, am I supposed to know what that is? Pro helps with my dad diddling me, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely cannot think of a lower thing that a human can do. Like messing with children or exposing your children to stuff like that. Like, I don't even think you should own that stuff as a preface. I don't think you should even own that stuff, period. Because I feel like it turns what should be something with your significant other, it turns it into an object of pleasure, which already I think is just a terrible thing to have. But then having it around where your children can access is just like, oh, that is just disgusting. Yugi and Arky Dream Team. See, bro, I gotta meet my duo. Like, I gotta meet another streamer that's gonna be my duo. Like an in-person. Obviously, I can play with you guys. I play with Dean and Lightskin and all of y'all. But I gotta meet somebody in real life that is gonna be my IRL duo for IRL streams. I need my Arky to my Yugi. Or my Jinxie to my Sketch. Or my... I don't even know any other duos. Oh, Marlon to Lacey. It has to be special. You're an industry plant. Yo, if I'm an industry plant, I don't even know what to say. Yo, what are we doing? Where is the industry support? You guys are doing a terrible job. I don't know what industry planted me. You guys are doing a horrid job. Rad is too mainstream now. He's mainstream and he also kind of went rogue. Like he's uploading stuff that's stupid. I think it's too far. And honestly, I mean, the duo, it just wasn't really there. It already wasn't there. I tried it. We never really got along on streams. And we definitely would not now. He's doing his own thing. I'm pretty sure. Did he actually go homeless? Do we know that? I know, brother, I don't think I'm not going to like air out his personal information, but I don't even think he follows his family on Instagram. He doesn't follow me. He doesn't follow any of the OG squad from high school. Nah, his parents just don't F with him. Wait. So what was that whole GoFundMe? Was that like a big joke? Who's not actually homeless? I think so. I don't know. I don't really keep up with him. He took that down. He probably took it down because nobody donated. Or like one person did. I don't know. I don't really concern myself with that man. Who are we talking about? I was brushing my teeth. He's like an old friend of mine, like my old best friend, and he randomly just disappeared. And now he has a channel with like 30,000 subscribers. And it's big purely based off of, like, I'm not even trying to pocket watch this guy, but it's big purely based on the fact that he posts stuff that everyone else is too scared to post. Like, it's all, think of the most like cancelable thing, and that's what he posts. Like, why I got molested as a kid, or why beating women is Sigma. I'm literally quoting his titles directly. I'm joining ICE, or like all these things. Like, the most controversial thing at that time is what he's talking about. It's just like, bro, it gets to a point where it's kind of just forced. Me and Pro are back. Yeah, perks of being a faceless content creator. That's what I'm saying. It's just kind of like, how far can you even go with that? You can't build a brand, right? You'll never be able to face reveal, because then you're screwed. And even if you do, like, you're never gonna get a career like, this is like low-key glaze, but like Marlon. You know, you think of Marlon. Marlon's built a brand. He goes out places and he gets swarmed. Like, people know Marlon. He could do whatever he wants and it will succeed because he's Marlon. You know what I'm saying? You will never get that from a clickbait, rage bait channel. Nobody's ever going to be, you're never going to get an actual community from that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kind of like what I'm doing. Like, even though it's not succeeding, we're building a community. Sure, maybe a lot of you guys came from Joe Bart, but as time goes on, we're going to build our own unique like identity. And then eventually we will be an icon of like, people pick us. I say us, like our community. You know what I'm saying? And even though it's going to take a lot longer than rage bait, this will be an actual brand. Because once this works, here's what I'm thinking. He went from like, and after this, I'm done pocket watching this guy, but he went from like 3,000 subs to 30,000 in like a couple months. He got big, but it could all go away in seconds. Like, people could just stop watching. They have no obligation to stay watching him because it's not rad that they're watching. They're watching the rage bait, the clickbait, right? Nobody's even going to really remember him because there's no brand. There's no identity. With my channel, even though it's growing small, it's not successful whatsoever. Once I get big, it can't just go away. People will always remember me, right? They might forget me, but the internet never, once you get big, even if you get canceled, people remember you. You know what I'm saying? So and obviously I'm not going to get canceled, because why would I do anything that's going to get me canceled? But once I get big, it's kind of like, it's like a checkpoint. You know what I'm saying? Even if we lose some viewers, it's like we've built a name that it's not going to just disappear. If they hear me on VC, it's not good. They are very likely to come in my room at some point and say some BS. If they hear me talking to people, they start interrogating me, trying to figure out who I'm talking to, and use that info against me somehow. But I'm praying to be out of here by May. Oh, this is from Rad? If they hear me on VC, it's not good. They're very likely to come in my room and say some BS. I mean, yeah, dude. He turns 20 in a couple days. And he's posting rage bait content on YouTube. Yeah, GG's. GG's, man. Give me a few years. I'll move to go to college. And there I can be your duo. Hey, maybe. Holy digital footprint. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, think of all these big, like, think of, like, Jinxie. Obviously, Jinxie's never fallen off, but he's had periods where he kind of goes, you know, super popular. I remember when I was still in high school, like, going to classes, Jinxie was, like, at the top. Jinxie and Sketch, like, everybody was talking about them in classes. He went down a little bit, but then he came back up. It's kind of like A great example of this is like on a smaller scale would be us in the summer. In the summer, we had way more people in here, and that's the case for most streamers. Right now, we're kind of in a low point, but I'm expecting that to go back up in the summer. It's kind of like people stop watching, but they remember who you are, and they eventually come back. I don't really know where I'm going with this. The point is, even though it takes longer, it's kind of like it's a long-term investment. Right now, I think it's burnt peanut. Yeah, burnt peanut is huge. His Discord server is filled with the craziest. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even joking. I think his server might be filled with like Nazis. I don't even know if I can say that on Twitch, but I think Rad's server is filled with Nazis. And like genuine bad people. That's another thing. Is like, even though I'm not big right now, my content does not attract bad people. I have some questionable people in here. You know, a good example of that would be Joe. Joe, I don't know if you're still in this chat. Joe's a questionable person. It's not a bad thing, but he's a questionable person. I don't attract evil people, though. If evil people find my channel, they won't enjoy it because I don't promote evil stuff. I don't even really cuss. So they would get probably bored of me, especially because I'm wearing a cross necklace. I feel like I don't really attract that type of people. So as my channel grows, even though it's small, I'm building like a genuine community of good people. And that's going to last way longer than a Discord server of Nazis and people who find mocking women and ICE, the situation going on with ICE and being molested. Like those type of people, you really think those are going to be a loyal group of people? A positive, growing group of people? No. They'll forget you in an instance. I wanted to tell you, I told you back in the summer, I was trying to get into EMT classes, and I got in, I just started. Nice, dude. That's sick. That's actually really cool. See, I have successful viewers. And even though I'm not your first choice, one day I will be. All right, mark my freaking words. All right, I'm gonna be big, and one day y'all will view me the same way you view Jinxie and Joe Bard and Speed and all these big people, bro. Just give me time, man. Let me cook. His decision making is horrid. His server name is the B word, and his server tag is the N word. Rads is? You're lying. This guy's white, and his server tag is the N word. This guy's a Christian, by the way. That's crazy, dude. Like, not pocket watching his religion, but like, bro, what? You're white and your server tag is the N word, and your server name is the B word. It might be best to cut some of this VOD. No, I kind of like these. Like, even though we're dissing Rad, I mean, he doesn't watch my channel, and I don't really care if he sees this, but because I didn't, brother, this guy unfollowed me. Yeah, like I stopped talking to him, but I stopped talking to him because he was being weird. And then he just cut everything off. So I generally do not care if he sees this. But I kind of like having these in the VODs because it's like our personal one-on-one. These are the type of things that probably won't stay forever. Yeah, when I get big, I'll still do like personal conversations, and I'll probably do them more, honestly. But it won't be like one-on-one like this because I'll be talking to thousands of people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is, if anything, this is the part I would want to keep in the VOD for us to look back on in the future, kind of see what our mindset was, pick apart how we've changed, and the type of things we're talking about, how we viewed, our current state of the channel. He says it stands for Nice Guy Association. Yeah, just shut up, bro. Yes, he's white. He's Italian. With the N-word as your server tag? That's not even funny. Like, it's I understand some slurs are like overstated in their offensiveness, and that can be like there's some that like an example of this would be like the R slur. 20 years ago, it wasn't a slur. I could see how you might still use that and maybe find it funny. Even then, not really. But the N word, it's like that's never been funny. Pro sounding like the inspirational Andrew Tate. Yes, dude. Because we gotta speak this into existence. All right? We're gonna do great things, bro. You understand? You're gonna do great things. You just gotta let it cook, man. Let it simmer. Yo, I'm not queer. I'm just lesbian. Yo, fun fact. Appreciate the fun fact, Darlie. Only slur I thought was funny was clanker and job. Yeah, those were funny. Yo, not white. I'm Italian. Yeah, like brother, you're definitely white. Pro, thank you for these type of streams, man. Yeah, chat. Fun fact, or not even a fun fact. This table is. Are y'all seeing this, bro? My phone is Okay. I have a bunch. Like, I've been gatekeeping all of like my personal stories. I have a bunch of like really cool stories that I want to share on stream, but I don't want to say them. I just realized I'm still wearing gloves. I don't want to tell the stories until we have like an audience. You know what I'm saying? So once we get big, I'm gonna start doing like story times every single stream. Like that's gonna be a segment that every single stream we do story times. But I don't want to do them now because then it feels like I'm wasting them, you know, because I can't really say them again. I mean, I could, but then it doesn't have the same, it doesn't hit the same, you know? So I'd rather save them, get big first, and then do a bunch of story times, you know, kind of tell about my past, you know what I'm saying? That's the plan. And I can't read chat because the table just ate my phone. Just tell them? No, like it's not like anything recent. It's not like chat, something just happened, but I'm gatekeeping it until next year. It's like it's just random stories, you know, that I would like to tell to a bigger audience, you know what I'm saying? Bro, move up here. Nah, I'm too lazy, man. Then I have to move the table. Then I gotta move the camera. The camera's on the boom arm right now. I took the mic off of it, obviously, and then I put the camera up there, and then I moved the cord. It's just way too complicated. Retell them because the chance of everyone us being the stream. Nah. Just wait, chat. It gives you something to look forward to. Plus, I don't want to do them here. I want to do them in like. I want to have like my own space, and I want it to be part of like the new era. Like when we move out of this space, we go to the next space, and the next space is going to be like the era of IRL streaming, and storytelling will be looped in with the IRL streaming. I don't know. I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited. But you can't hear them yet. Yo, it's just wabi sabi. Guys, I got freaking ads. I need to get my money up so I can sub. I'm back. You can resume the conversation. We need another max. Nah, that's the thing though. Like, we can't have one person funding it. Right? That's not sustainable. I've had 2 different people in my streaming career, or like 3, that have gifted mass amounts. And in the moment, you feel like, wow, you know, if I keep getting this, I can do so many things. But then the next month, you get nothing, and you're like, oh, I'm back to square one. So we can't really have a sugar daddy because it doesn't work. We just got to grow everything so that we're consistently getting more money. And also, I would like to have a money source that isn't streaming. That's why I'm trying to like start like a business or something, like have something, a separate source of income That way I'm not relying on you guys donating. You know, that kind of seems like pity maxing. Like, guys, I need you to sub up more so I can afford a house. Are you guys proud of me? I got all hundreds this past trimester. Yo, W Amanda. Tell us one. Nah, the stories, they gotta be like, I can't just tell them. There's gotta be a reason to tell them. That's what I'm saying. It's gotta be integrated into the moment. I can't just say it random. I will say, I'm very grateful for two, like, big things. And this is where I'm gonna end the stream. Why the heck does it say I'm number 1 on the bits leaderboard? Why Abyss with 132,000 bits? Yo, thank you, Abyss. I don't know when that happened, but I appreciate it. Bible verse? Yo, is who was it? Was it Colin or Hazel that said their favorite Bible verse? Because I wanted to read that one. It randomly hit me like a couple days ago. I was like, wait a minute, I never read that verse on stream. I don't remember. Guys, I didn't give that, and it's Abby, but don't worry about it. Oh, it's Abby? It kind of looks like Abyss Elmo. You're telling me it's Abby Elmo? Do something that helps with losing weight or that's just healthy because you're educated in that yo. Oh, yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking I'm going to like... Actually, I can't tell you. But I'm doing something in that area, and you'll learn about it soon. My name sounds like Abby. It's spelled Abby, but it's like Albie. Albie. Abby is Elmo. Okay, so it's pronounced Abby. Got it. All right. Chat, I was thinking about this earlier. I'm really grateful for two things. Number one, like, I know homeschooling. Like, I've met every single public school I've met. They have like this like view of homeschoolers that they're just these super weird, socially awkward kids. And don't get me wrong, most of them are. Like, most of the people I know that are homeschooled, you know, they are awkward. You know, that's a real thing. You're not seeing people that often, so you're awkward. But like the people like me who like go to the schools like once a week, or I don't really do that anymore, but like, it's honestly, I've met public schoolers that are more awkward. But one thing like I'm really grateful about homeschooling is that like it forces you to mature before you do things. Like when you're in public school, it's so easy to get into like drugs, doing stupid stuff with girls. But when you're homeschooled, you physically can't do that. Like, I've never done anything stupid with girls. I've never done anything stupid with drugs because I've never been exposed to it. You know, I've never had the opportunity. I'm not saying I'm like this super strong-willed guy. I probably would have if I was public schooled, but I've never had the opportunity to. So it's like really cool because like I'm 18 and I'm literally untouched. Like, that sounds crazy, but I'm literally untouched, which is like, it's kind of like a cool thing. It's like I'm going into adulthood without any regrets. I can meet my significant other and honestly tell them, like, I did nothing. Like, you are literally meeting the purest form of me. I know that's kind of random, but I was just thinking about that. And then the other thing, this is unrelated to that, but like streaming. Like, I love streaming because like it just helps me get better at like speaking, you know, because I am homeschooled. Like, I'm not seeing people that often. So streaming, like, it's a great way to just practice like speech and just speaking. Because I mean, I feel like I've been told I'm like a pretty charismatic guy, but even if you're born, because charisma is mostly genetic, even if you're born a super charismatic person, if you're never speaking, you'll stutter a lot, you won't enunciate very well, you won't speak with any presence. And that's me. Like, I'm not the greatest at speaking. But with streaming, it kind of allows me to like express the charisma, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn how to use it. It's like a tool that you're gifted, but you have to practice it. And streaming's a way that I can do that. I'm not homeschooled, I'm just antisocial. I mean, yeah, that's also kind of just like a genetic thing. Homeschooling is for the bums. So you're calling me a bum. Is that what you're saying? You're calling me a bum. You're homeschooled? Yeah, homeschooling is tough, bro. I'm telling you. Like, if I have children, which I don't think I will, but if I do, like, I'll probably homeschool them. Everybody who I know is homeschooled is tough. That's the thing is, if you go to public school, like, I've never been, so I can't speak from experience, but from the people I know and, like, what I've heard, a lot of public schoolers are not fantastic people. I'm not saying majority or a large margin, but, like, probably, like, 2 in 10 people you meet in public school have done bad stuff or are going to do bad stuff. It's the opposite with homeschoolers. I've met thousands of homeschoolers. I've only met like 2 or 3 that did really stupid stuff. Like, I've met a couple drug addicts. I've met a couple people who have a lot of bodies, but that's rare. That's really rare. Procryptic, come to Martin Luther King's house in George Washington. You didn't come to George Washington? How do I come to George Washington? Because their parents shelter them. Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's like the entire purpose. They physically can't. Which also, it begs the question. Do you think... No, this isn't even a question. Nobody's born evil. Right? It's all about personality, which is genetic, partially genetic, mixed with environmental factors, mixed with upbringing, aka parents, friends, siblings, various relationships. So if you're sheltered, you're kind of like forced to become a good person. Versus if you're put in a bad place, you might become a bad person against your will. Not against your will, you always have a choice, but like heavily influenced. Especially because I don't think your brain even like fully develops until like what, mid-20s? So you're putting severely not developed brains in highly impressionable states. Like, they're just bound to make mistakes, dude. I need to go outside because I do online school now. Dude, I mean, I could be wrong here. I don't know, like, if there's any, can you even do official studies on this? Probably. I feel like you develop the most as a person alone. Like, if you surround yourself with successful people, you're bound to be successful. But I also think a lot of your maturing and development happens alone. So online school, like, I feel like with me personally, when I stopped going to school, that's when I matured the most. And that's probably because my school was mostly like 12-year-olds and they were probably influencing me. But I feel like when I was alone, I was able to just understand who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of grow into my brain a little bit. Guys, I feel like a hoe now, but that's all right. Why? I think that like people have to have that experience. What experience though? What are you talking about? My best friend is homeschooled, but she has no grasp of anything in life. And I mean, that is some people. Like, I think it depends. That mostly happens, in my experience, when people are cut off from the internet. Like, I know people who are 17 and they still can't have a phone. I think that's going too far. Like, I didn't have a phone till 13, but I had access to the internet at like 10. Which, you know, that's probably debatable, but I learned how the world worked as soon as I had access to the internet. I wish I got a hug from a girl. I don't even want all that intimate stuff. Yeah, bro. That is one thing. Like, I'm not saying doing that stuff is like having experiences with girls or guys is bad. That could be a great thing. It just most of the time doesn't stop there, you know? It is not genetic. What, personality? Personality is genetic. Mostly. If that's your, I would say personality is, I'm assuming that's what you're referring to, personality. I'm pretty sure science shows that personality is mostly a genetic makeup in your brain. Personality. Define personality. Where you tend to be strong, where you tend to be weak, what areas of life you tend to stray more towards, how you approach certain things, your attitude towards certain things, emotions towards certain things, those are mostly genetic. But what things you enjoy, your hobbies, cultural things you engage in, that is obviously not genetic. I've been smoking since 12 to cope. Maybe homeschooling would have been a good idea. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, that can happen regardless. So it's kind of like, I mean, if you have a bad past, it doesn't really matter. Like with you, Amanda, like specifically, you just genuinely have, like, how do I say this? You were dealt a difficult deck. And I mean this in a way of like saying it's not your fault, not in a way of dissing you, but like you have a pretty bad person in your life. So you can't really blame that on how you started. This guy I was talking to, he was like not very good, and he ended it lash light. Did you mean last night? And then started talking about me being a hoe. Ended things and then talked about you being a hoe and my house burning down. Wait, your house burnt down, or he talked to you about your house burning down? The people I used to go to school with last year were the most racist and homophobic people I've ever laid eyes on, bro. Because, yo, I'm realizing I went back on chat. How did I got ahead and then I got behind. You need that life experience to know what not to do. I don't know. I mean, obviously you learn from failure. But if you prep yourself enough before failure, I feel like, yes, you inevitably have to fail. You have to fail eventually. But if you prep yourself, I feel like you can learn with less failure. Is that wrong? No, people are born evil. That's what psychopaths are. Is that evil, though? I don't know if I would describe that as evil. Psychopaths. I mean, I don't think you can be. I mean, from a Christian standpoint, the Bible doesn't, I don't think biblically you can be born evil. I mean, I don't know what you believe, but biblically speaking, I don't think so. I honestly think figuring out yourself is better so then you're not used to having your parents make critical decisions for you. Well, no, being homeschooled doesn't mean they have to make decisions for you. But yeah, I feel like you should put yourself out there for sure. Guys, everyone in here, including Pro, David, RJ, Barfart, Amanda, Darley, and Eagles fan is joining VC after stream. If my parent were to homeschool me, I would be a drug addict right now. My tech school is amazing, and that's why I love it. But where are you getting the drugs? That's what I'm saying. It's like you don't really get the choice. I mean, I guess if you're dedicated enough, you could find a source online, but I feel like, I don't know, bro. Maybe that's for you. I also think figuring out yourself is better so then you're not used to having, wait, did I already read that? I had a girlfriend, some people saw how it ended in the Discord. Yeah, I saw that. I'm saying she has like no social skills and like she doesn't know how to interact with society. Yeah, but that's not homeschooling. Like, I've been homeschooled my entire life. I wouldn't say I have social issues. Like, I can be awkward, obviously. Like, I'm an awkward guy. That's just a personality thing to an extent. Well, I mean, kind of. but I wouldn't say I have social skills, and I've never been public schooled. Like, I honestly, again, I've been told I'm a pretty charismatic, confident guy. So it's kind of like, how do you explain that? Define the word define. Just Googled personality is 30 to 60% genetic. Yeah. I mean, I would have probably guessed 60%, the upper range. He made fun of your house burning. Your house did burn down? And he made fun of your house burning down? Yo, Abby, where are you finding these men? Yo, Abby, where are you finding these men? I don't know what dumpster this guy crawled out of. Where are you finding this man? It can go both ways. He can gain from that failure or submit to it and keep failing. Here's the thing. I've always wanted to make a video on this. Like, one day I want to have like a personal development channel separate from this that's not streamed. And one thing I wanted to discuss was, where does the power of choice come from? That's something I've always like struggled with. Don't know what my dog is doing. Like, you can be in the same situation 50 times, and 49 out of 50 times, you will give in to the temptation, you will fail, you will fall. But then one random time, you'll just build up the courage to not fail, and you'll just choose to do something else. Where does that power come from? And I feel like, I'm not going to get into this, because you could talk about this for hours. This is like psychology. I feel like it goes, I went through this for like 3 hours with myself. I don't remember the exact ranking, but the explanation that I came up with was, I'm probably not going to be able to remember. I went so in depth. I think it was like, I'm not going to be able to remember. I'll think about it and I'll tell y'all later when it comes to me, but I'll tell y'all all the things. I won't remember the exact order. So this is not the order they were in. But the things that influence the power of choice is personality, environmental factors, incremental decisions, right? I think it's called like dopamine stacking. If you do like enough small things, it builds enough momentum to make decisions easier. So personality, environmental factors, incremental decisions. I know it's counterintuitive. A decision impacts your power to make a decision, but it makes sense. Environmental factors, personality, incremental decisions. There was like 2 others. I can't remember. I'll come back to it. The biggest one I came to was spiritual discernment. I don't know if you guys are Christians, but the Bible says one of the gifts that the Holy Spirit gives you is spiritual discernment. It's the ability, it goes back to Adam and Eve when they ate the tree of knowledge of good and evil. It's the ability to discern good from evil. It's what Christians believe the power of, not the power, that sounds weird. That's where morality comes from. That's how we can determine that killing is bad and eating a sandwich is fine, because that was a terrible analogy, but it's because we've been given the ability spiritually to determine what is good and what is evil. Like, if you ask somebody, how can you determine that killing is bad? They'll tell you, if they're not a Christian, oh, it's because it harms somebody. But then, all right, well, what if somebody's in a coma and then you kill them? Now they're not being harmed. So is it evil now? And then it goes into this deep rabbit hole of, okay, what determines what's evil and what's good? And the only logical explanation is that we have a internal spiritual discernment to decide this is good, this is bad. That's why when you watch things you shouldn't be watching and do things you shouldn't be doing at night, you get like this deep like gut feeling. Even if you're not Christian, I've heard people say this, you get this deep gut feeling of, oh, that just makes me feel bad, like I did something wrong, even if you don't believe it's wrong, because internally, spiritually, you gravitate towards knowing what is evil and what is good. And so that, combined with personality, environmental factors, incremental decisions that build dopamine, which influences your decisions. I mean, hormones are also a thing. Optimizing hormones, that's probably the other word I was looking for. Optimizing your hormones via health and habits can influence your ability to stay focused. All of these things influence choices. And with said habits and other things that I listed, you can overcome other things on the list, like environmental factors, or maybe a personality trait that works against you. Like maybe you have a mental like I have OCD. Maybe you have something that works against you. You can overcome that via stacking the other things in the circle that makes up the power of choice. I don't know why we're getting into psychology right here. I'm an 18-year-old. I don't know what I'm talking about. Right? I'm not like a Albert Einstein, but I was just thinking about this the other day. It makes sense that all these things influence choice. And it doesn't just come from nowhere, right? People, they say like pick up your boots by the straps, find the power within to make the choice. It's like it's deeper than that. Like you can write it down to a science. These are what influence choices, and if you pay attention to them and put effort into them, you can actually eliminate procrastination. You can eliminate random falling for temptations. And we're getting too deep here, but I feel like that's when you break through the door of why am I randomly falling for these temptations, but then on a random day I build the motivation to get past it. It's because that day you accomplished more on the list. Like that's why they say it's so important that you start your day with an activity and not on your phone. You go outside, you make your bed, because that's dopamine stacking. You're building up these little activities, these accomplishments that ring off in your brain. Oh, that's a good thing. I'm doing good things. And then you crave it more. Instead of doom scrolling, getting the dopamine via watching Charlie D'Amelio doing dances, you're getting it via doing tasks. And so then it builds up. Now you're stacking. It's a real thing, stacking dopamine. It gets to the point where you're in flow state, right? It's not actually flow state. That's like adrenaline, but you're getting to the point where it's effortless to make the right decisions because you've built it up so much that now you crave it. Imagine that, getting to the point where every single day you're craving making the right decision. That over time, they say it takes like 60 days to build a habit. That builds muscle memory and discipline, which breeds willpower, which then oversees all of those things I just listed. So like from a blank standpoint, bottom of the barrel, beginning of the journey, you have zero willpower, zero discipline. You have to build it up, right? It's going to be a lot harder to make your bed. But once you build the discipline and the willpower, it's like the dopamine stacking sticks with you. Now it's like a worldview. It's more than what you just feel. Now, like internally, spiritually, you want to do it. That's when I think you fully overcome environmental factors. And like, even if you're public school, like I've been in situations where people have offered me to do drugs and to do various things. And I said no, because I've built up the willpower via my habits, via my routine, via dopamine stacking, via discipline, to the point where even when I'm being peer pressured and I'm in a situation where everything's stacked against me, I've built up the power of choice to make the right decision. Sheesh, I don't know why we went to that, but I want to talk about stuff like that on a channel in the future, like personal development, like mentally, obviously physically, like what supplements should you take? But like also on like a deeper level of why do you want to take supplements? Like what is driving you to be better? Like how do you get a mentality? Like you see all these bodybuilders on TikTok and they just have these crazy mentalities. It's like, how did they get that? It's more than just they got big and jacked. They built these mentalities around it. And that's how they stayed so disciplined. So it's like, how do we build that? How do we replicate that? That's what I want to do. I want to replicate these guys with these crazy mentalities where they're doing these amazing things Effortlessly. See, that's what I'm saying. Streaming is a great thing for me because it forces me to speak and practice enunciation because I need it, dude. If my parents were to homeschool me, oh wait, I am so far backwards. That's assuming the person you're talking to believes in the Bible. Yeah, I'm speaking from my perspective because I believe in the Bible. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. It's like, if we have evil people and they believe whatever they're doing that we perceive as evil, they perceive as good, right? And the Bible talks about this. It says that good will be perceived as evil and the light will be made darkness in the world. Like the world, good things will be normalized as bad things and bad things will be normalized as good. But from a non-Christian's perspective, how do we determine what's good? Because it's subjective. If somebody kills somebody and they say, oh, well, I did it because they did this to me and this, and to them, it's perceived as good, it's subjective, right? How can we say, oh, it's wrong? Because that's just how we feel. There has to be something outside of us, something supernatural that can be our moral code, which would be God telling us, oh, this is good. I can't tell where the chat is. Like I'm scrolling down. I don't really. I should have been reading it the whole time. I can't tell what's responding to what. He needs to get to his chair, get to his setup. I kind of like being far away. Take the Joe Bar path. I did consider that, but I feel like at this point, nah, I don't really know if I would do anything with psychology. And also, if I majored in psychology, dude, I would never hear the end of it. Like, bro's trying to be Joe so bad that he even majored in the same thing as Joe. We are all having a wild conversation, and he's way back. I think might have a video of them. Wait, what? I think might have a video of showing them when my friends came over. He's reaching flow state yabadoodling. So you let a book dictate your morals? No. I let God dictate my morals, and the book is spiritually influenced by God. Did you know that there is more manuscripts that date back thousands of years that talk about Jesus than Julius Caesar? Like way more. Like thousands more. There are so many different manuscripts from different countries. Like we found different manuscripts from thousands from different countries, and they all align to the same story. A lot of people get it wrong, but the modern Bible, even translated to English, is like almost identical to the original transcript that dates back thousands of years. And the story, like, you guys got to realize, it wasn't like the Bible was written thousands of years after Jesus. Parts of the Bible was written before Jesus, and it literally prophesied about Jesus. And when Jesus came, I mean, we can date this back historically, right? There's carbon dating. That's not the term, but whatever it's called when they can figure out how old something is, they've done that with the manuscripts, and they found manuscripts older than historically when Jesus was alive, and they prophesy about what Jesus did in his life, and he fulfilled all of the prophecies that the manuscripts talked about. You can look it up. I'm not going to just sit here and list them because I don't know them all by memory, but they literally had a manuscript that prophesied about the coming of the Son of God, and then the Son of God came and fulfilled it, and then that's when we got the New Testament via the other manuscripts. It's because of the burning of the Library of Alexandria. I mean, yeah, I'm not arguing that Julius Caesar didn't exist. He obviously did, but I'm saying, to put it into perspective, we accept Julius Caesar as this objective historical figure, and there's only a couple manuscripts on him. Yet Jesus is widely debated, and he's probably the most documented, if not the most documented person in history. And I'm not going to stream too much longer. We're probably going to end in like 5 minutes. I'm Christian, but it's hard sometimes because, like, for example, why would God put me in this living situation, you know? Well, here's the thing. He doesn't. That's really the part. I know you know exactly what I'm about to say, but it is free will. Like, that is, you got to think about it this way. Evil is not created by God. It's the absence of good. Think about darkness, right? Darkness was never created. The Bible talks about it. Before God's creation, there was darkness. Darkness is the absence of light, right? It's not something, it's the absence of something. Evil is the same thing. God didn't create evil. Evil is the absence of good. So when something evil happens, it is strictly us not following what God intended to be good, right? And as a result of that, that can lead to, again, that this is what I was talking about in the power of choice, environmental factors. Billions of people, that leads to, you don't get a choice where you start off, you know, so different backgrounds. Everyone has different environmental factors growing up, right? You don't get to choose if your parents are evil or good, right? So it's really more of, it's not God puts you in the situation, but more of how can God use you through this situation that unfortunately you have been placed in. It's not if Jesus existed. Yeah, no, he's objectively a historical figure. I know that. It's if he really rose again. Because we know he existed. We know he died. Those are both essentially objective facts. It's really more of, did he rise again? And honestly, I reposted a TikTok kind of joking about this. I don't know if you guys look at my repost, but it's kind of like we also have historical documentation that all of the disciples died brutal deaths, like some of them worse than Jesus. I forget who it was. It might have been Peter. One of them got crucified like Jesus, but upside down. Pretty sure one of them had like their skin like cut off or something. I don't know. They died like every single one of them except maybe John died excruciating deaths because they continued to preach the gospel after Jesus died. Do you really think, and you can disagree with this, but this is a question. Do you really think that there's not a single one besides Judas, obviously, there's not a single one after Jesus' death that denied him? They all went on to preach the gospel and they all got killed for it. Do you really think they would not only die, but die some of the most excruciating deaths in human history for something they made up? Like, you think they faked? Because Jesus is I don't know if there's documentation of this, but I think there is. I think there's documented witnesses of people seeing the tomb open. So that would mean that they open, assuming, right, I'm taking, devil's advocate here. That would assume that if he didn't really rise again, the disciples opened the tomb, moved this ginormous boulder, and then hid Jesus's body. Like, for what? Like, what do they get out of that? And then they die for it. They pull this big stunt and then they die for it. Excruciating deaths. Why would they do that? Isn't that why St. Peter's cross is upside down? I mean, that would make sense. I mean, I'm not Catholic, but that makes sense. I don't know. I mean, the logic makes sense to me. And it's one of those things where you kind of have to you're never going to get objective evidence. If that's what you're looking for, you're never going to believe, right? You have to feel it to an extent. You kind of have to open up your heart I would encourage you to read Exodus, because Pharaoh, this is a great example of this. Pharaoh had basically everything taken away from him. God sent all these crazy plagues, sent fire down from heaven, locusts, turned the water to blood, all these other things, killed his firstborn son, and yet his heart was still hardened. He literally had all of these crazy miracles happening. Literally, God split the seas so that they could escape. And yet he still had a hardened heart and sought out to go against God. So it's one of those things where imagine if you saw fire, like in 2026, fire raining from the sky and oceans turning to blood and like all these crazy plagues, the oceans splitting. You would think by me saying that, you'd be like, oh yeah, I would definitely believe in God. But like there were people who saw that and their hearts were still hardened. So it's like you're never going to get enough physical evidence. If your heart's in the wrong place, you kind of have to just open up your mind to it a little bit. Not even a little bit. You have to open up your mind entirely. I don't think they faked it. I think it's Jesus isn't the Son of God and they preached something that wasn't true, but they believed it. But how? Right? No, they didn't just preach he was the Son of God. They said they saw him rise again 3 days later. You don't believe that unless it actually happened. That's the thing. I've seen a lot of people take this middle ground of like maybe they misunderstood, or maybe Jesus was just a really good guy. Yeah, I mean, it's one or the other. It's either it didn't happen, the whole thing didn't happen. The disciples never saw any of that. None of this ever happened. All of it's just misinformation. Jesus was psycho. He didn't know what he was talking about. He was a crazy man. Or it did happen. Jesus did rise again, and the disciples did see these things. Like there's no way they could see that. Or let me take that back. There's no way they could. How do I explain this? There's no way they could misinterpret that. Him rising again 3 days later, you can't misinterpret that. The reason people aren't believing in God is because of the TikTok Christians. Dude, honestly, hot take. We're going to take this in more of like a conspiracy theory direction for the final couple minutes of the stream. I genuinely believe, you guys have probably heard this, the CIA has a meme department. They literally have a department for social media, putting out memes and like influencing what's trending. I genuinely believe, and this isn't just for like conspiracy, but also for atheists that don't believe in Jesus, I believe there are people who parade as Christians on TikTok and purposely give terrible takes just to make Christianity look bad. Not necessarily CIA, but I genuinely think there are atheists that make Christian accounts and then just rage bait people. And not just for Christianity, but also for just like anything. Like politics. I think people do that for right wing, left wing. I think people do that for like countries, like stuff with Israel. I think people do that all the time. Because I'm telling you, I see so many people on TikTok where it's like, wow, you've never read the Bible and you are preaching to people in TikTok comment sections. Like, I could never imagine commenting something publicly without researching it 10 times over. You're telling me you're giving me a spiritual opinion in a TikTok comment section that has no biblical bearings? Like, I've seen people say, the Bible says respect all religions. No, it doesn't. Where? Give me a verse? No, the Bible literally says that anything against God or anything that preaches, I don't know the exact verse. I think it's anything. I'm not even going to try and quote it. I'm going to just explain it. Basically, the Bible says that other religions that are not of the truth, aka the Bible, are influenced by Satan. So why would we ever respect something that is the spawn of Satan? And other religions actually say this. I'm pretty sure Islam has a section that says Satan tried to, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure there's something in the Quran that says Satan tried to influence Muhammad. So it even lines up with what the Bible is saying. Why would I respect something that spawned from Satan? It's just like, it's more of you respect people that are believing in it, right? That's what the Bible says. Love your neighbor, especially your enemies. So, I might not believe what somebody else is believing, and I might even believe what they're believing is demonic, but I'm not going to hate them. I'm going to hate what they believe. So I'm not going to respect their beliefs, but I'm going to respect them. But that's not what they're saying in the TikTok comment sections. I've seen people who have like all of the emoji banners in their bio, like the cross, the Islamic banner, the Buddhist banner, and they're like, I respect all religions. That's not biblical. And you're leading people astray. Yeah, hasn't even touched a page of the Bible. I've read the Bible. Yeah, they haven't. TikTok Christians have not read the Bible. Most likely not. Or I've seen people say, I'm not getting into this because this is controversial, but people who have used a verse of like, treat foreigners well. Like there's a Bible verse that people quote all the time where it says, treat foreigners like your neighbor or something. And it's like, okay, yes, but it also says respect the laws of your country and your nation. So I don't know if we should be using the Bible to promote illegal immigration. I don't know if that's what that verse was mentioning. And I see that all the time in like ICE videos where people are like, oh, Jesus says respect your foreigners. And I'm like, I don't know if we should use Jesus to defend or go against ICE. I feel like it's a little bit more complicated than that. Or sorry, that sounded weird. We should use Jesus for everything and use his words for everything, but I don't think we should quote him in trying to, you see what I'm saying? Obviously, we should use the Bible for everything, but I don't feel like that quote was relevant. I don't get much into religious debates on TikTok because I don't know much about it. Yeah, I'm only doing this right now because I didn't plan anything else, and I kind of enjoy just picking apart my brain with you guys, but yeah, honestly, I feel like I want to find a good balance, I want to, because I remember I used to do these randomly. Like, I'd be doing a Rocket League stream or like a Fortnite stream or a horror game stream or React stream, and then we would just go to like a 2-hour Christian segment. I don't really want to do that because, to an extent, you got to respect the entertainment. And if you can't stick to a segment and you just randomly go to political or religious debates, like most people aren't on Twitch to see that. So I feel like we got to have a time and place. But at the same time, I like enjoy these, I feel like this is a cool, like a good way to just discuss things, So I feel like, yeah, my dog is barking like crazy. I don't know what's happening, but maybe we do like this. Like we have literally streams where I'm sitting down to talk. Because Joe does stuff like that. Not, again, I don't want to use Joe as our blueprint, but I feel like that is kind of a good way to do it. Like have streams that are literally listed. Oh, this is philosophy. This is, whatever. Pro, do a stream where we can get in a Discord call and actually talk to you. How do we do that though? Like just have everyone in the call? Hate the sin, not the sinner. Yeah. Do all of us love women? Yes. I love women. And another thing that I was thinking about was like these type of conversations, like they're good and all, right? They're great and all even. But most people, I would argue, when they see me getting too deep into it, would just click off. And some might even unfollow, you know what I'm saying? Like some people might go to that extreme. I feel like if we're talking long term, the best way to do, like, because you got to think from my perspective, I'm thinking this is the truth, right? Obviously. That's what I believe. So I want to, be able to preach it, but also respect that this is like an entertainment business. I feel like the best way to do it is to plant seeds. Like whenever it's relevant, maybe bring up a little thing, but then don't segue into a 2-hour religious debate. That way people aren't like fully turned off, even if they fully disagree. They're like, okay, he's giving us like a quick Bible verse or whatever, but at least he's back to the content. You know what I'm saying? That way it's like in the back of their brain, but it's not enough for them to be fully turned off. I have a pet too. They're so sweet. Bro, my dog is cute and she's sweet, but she's also kind of crazy. I love these streams where you just talk. See, it's kind of hard to tell because I know personally, like when I end these streams, I feel kind of like, like I feel kind of meh. It feels like I didn't really do much, Like whenever I end, if I end, like here's a good example. There was one stream where I just felt like it was just so good. Like it was so funny. It was so entertaining. Streams like that, when I end, I just feel like fuzzy inside. It's like, oh, that was a good stream. Like we did well. But whenever I do these, I kind of like feel like I disappoint people, I feel like people end those streams and they're like, man, like this guy's supposed to be funny, but he's just, taking 2 hours yapping to us. Like, and he's 18. Like, what does he know? Trying to tell us about the Bible. Like, what does this guy know? Like, that's how I kind of feel after these type of streams. But if you like them, I mean, that's encouraging. I'm so tired. I'm dipping. Peace, bro. Pro, you did enough. This is bootylicious. Well, thank you. Yeah, I feel like we're going to end the stream, but I'm going to post this VOD because I think it'd be kind of cool to look back on in the future. This is kind of like us figuring out what we want to do with the channel. I think the overall blueprint, because obviously I'm sure I'm going to look back on these streams and be like, man, you were kind of uneducated in this topic. And that's kind of the fun part. It's like we learn together. I let y'all know what I know. You either give your input, agree, give advice, whatever, and we grow. And then later we can look back and be like, oh, that was stupid. Oh, that was kind of ahead of our time, But I feel like the overall blueprint would be entertainment, obviously, being funny, whatever, because that's what gets clips. That's what gets people in the streams, right? Maybe we do story times, whatever. And then as we're building the audience, we drop seeds, like the Bible verse at the end of streams. I want to get back to that. I don't have one for today, but I want to get back to that. Just start small, little things. And then maybe as we start building loyalty, like I know I had some viewers that were saying, I probably won't be watching you in a month. But as we grow and get people like you guys that are in here right now, that like consistently come back, no matter what we're doing, that's when we can kind of throw in like, oh, we're gonna do a one-on-one, just like pick your brain stream, just talk about life. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we can't. I mean, we're doing it right now, obviously. But I feel like we can't do it too often yet because we do have to focus on growing. We got to build a community first. Maybe throw one of these in, once in a while. And then the bigger we get, the more common they become. Yeah, say hi to your future self. Chat, we might look back on this in like a couple of years. Which, by the way, hi, future self. I'm sure that I'm much better spoken now and better looking, stronger, very handsome, with a beautiful wife, hopefully. Maybe. But hey, we'll see in a couple years. And also, new thing. Last thing I'm going to talk about. And if I try and talk about anything else, stop me. Twitch finally allowed multi-chat. I have not set it up yet. They had it banned for so long. We can finally have combined chats. So I'm going to stream on Twitch. I'm live on TikTok right now, but you guys can't see the chat. We're going to stream on Twitch, TikTok, Kick, and maybe YouTube. And we're going to combine all of the chats. So no matter where you're watching, you can see all of the chats. I can see somebody's in TikTok right now. You're hearting it. I can see it. I love you. We're going to have those chats combined by next stream. Yes. Yes, Kick. I used to stream on Kick. You guys don't remember that? And then I stopped because of the combined chat ban. But now that it's back, or not back, now that it's finally allowed, I'm bringing it back. Kick isn't a safe place, bro. It's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm watching Kick streamers. We're just giving, if anything, that's a great thing. We are entering a polluted space, and we can be a positive light for the Kick viewers. We will probably need some pretty heavy moderation in Kick, though, because we're still responsible for the chats that appear on stream. So if they say something bad, that could be on us. Kick is gonna stay unmodded? No, we gotta find somebody to mod over there. I've never used Kick. I just know Clavicular. Yeah, that's like the main guy over there right now. Him, I know TJR streams on there sometimes. He does like trading. Nothing is saving them. You're never too far gone. You understand me? Never. I can see the TikTok chat, but I can't read it. It's too far from my eyes. I see an emoji. Whoever you are, just know I see you, but I can't read it. I don't know what you're saying. All right, chat. This table is so... Y'all hear this? I don't know if you can. It's so raggedy. I'm going to take this down. Chat, W stream. Next stream, we're going to do verbal confessions. All right? So join the Discord if you haven't. Basically, if you've watched our previous confession streams, it's going to be that, giving your worst confessions, like the craziest things you've ever done. But instead of typing it in a document or a form, you're going to join a VC with me anonymously, and you're going to tell the story on stream. All right? So if you want to do that, join the Discord. It should be tomorrow. Tomorrow night. I'll try and do it semi-early because I know you guys have school, whatever. So aim for like 7, 8 p.m. Central Time. It'll be fun. We're going to do more horror games. We'll throw in some Rocket League 2, maybe God of War. And I'm going to post a bunch of clips. Chat, again, I guess officially next month we're paying $40 to the top clippers, so get to clipping. I'm hoping. Final thing. I'm going to try and start a business in the next week, all right? It might work. It's a business that it could blow up really fast. I'm not going to talk about it until it works, but it could potentially... Yo, somebody's giving me gifts on TikTok. Yo, thank you for the roses. Wow. Wow, those smell amazing. Thank you for those roses. Wow. Thank you for the 10,000 million roses. Appreciate it. Basically, what I was saying was, I actually don't know what I was saying. The roses distracted me. Wow. Thank you for the roses. What was I saying? What was I saying? Rocket League. Oh, clipping. $40. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Business. The thing I'm experimenting with, it could potentially do very well in the first few weeks, or it could not at all. So if it does, by next month, we could have some income. And once we get some income, I'm going to pay multiple clippers, like full time, to take this thing sky high. All right. I believe we have a good product here. We just need exposure. So right now, I'm already paying $40 a month for the top clipper, which isn't a lot. But if you want to start getting some experience with clipping, proving to me that you're good at clipping, because I feel like we have some pretty good clips from streams, join the Discord, do a couple clips per month, maybe earn some cash. And then once I have some more money, I might hire you as a full-time clipper. Because I would love to hire somebody from the community instead of some random from the internet. So, but you got to prove it to me. You got to prove to me that you're actually a clipper so I can pay you. I'm going to be posting a bunch of clips. I have like 50 that I have not posted. I don't know why I haven't posted them. I'm going to post a bunch of clips. I have like 6 long-form videos I got to get out. We're going to post those as well. We are getting locked in. Be ready for it. All right, chat. That table's going down. It's about to fall. W stream. We say Frederick. I'm a great surgeon. What can I say? You know. I can finally read. Oh, it's Alex Meltz. I love you, bro. What's up, Alex? You're almost at 10K. W, bro. I'm back, pro. Did you miss me? I did, Jojo. Yo, I didn't forget you. Yo, we gotta do more Fortnite streams. That'd be fun. See ya, light skin, or see ya, pro. What's up, light skin? You're back. Let me know so I can steal it. What was this stream, bro? We yapped for like 2 hours, but the first hour we were just repairing Frederick. That's all we did. It's a pretty chill stream. I've been so caught up in school. Yeah, I'm excited. Dude, I am so excited for summer. When everyone is back and available, we're going to go crazy this summer. My phone screen is cooked, so I'm using a chopped Android. That's why I'm on the TikTok right now. Oh, yo, Jojo, you sent the roses? Thank you. You streaming tomorrow? Yes. Yes. We will be streaming tomorrow. All right, chat. I challenge you to go find the secret TikTok channel. We're going to be posting some brain rot content on there. It's going to be funny. Can we do a TikTok NBC live? No, bro. We're not doing a TikTok NBC live. Employ me, buddy. Maybe. All right, stay tuned, chat. A lot coming. What game? We're going to do verbal confessions. We might throw in a game. I'm not sure. But if you have any crazy confessions and you want to say them on stream anonymously, join the Discord. Hit me up. We're going to be doing it live tomorrow. Real voice? I mean, you can use a voice changer. I don't care. Just as long as the story's real and it's a good story, then yeah. All right, chat. No more yapping. See y'all tomorrow. Peace in the Middle East. Wait, I just realized. Peace in the Middle East. I never connected that dot. That it's advocating for peace in the Middle East. It's kind of relevant right now. Peace in the Middle East. All right, bro.